This is our second reading of Joseph Lekuton, Making a Difference. So if you're following along on this video, make sure you have your pencil ready. Make sure you have your worksheet pulled out ready to go. Make sure you're focused and paying attention because we're going to answer these questions that are here. I took these questions and just put them on a worksheet for you. So pay close attention. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to get your worksheet ready. All right, let's begin. Making a difference. Joseph Lekuton was born in Kenya, a country in Africa. Joseph and his family are Maasai. Many of the Maasai take care of cattle. So before you move on, if you look down here in the corner, these questions actually match the questions on your worksheet. So question number 1, what group does Joseph's family belong to? What kind of work do most of the people do? So based on what you just read, the answer is on page 57. Go ahead, pause the video and answer question number 1. Okay, question number 2, ask questions. You're going to ask a question on your page. What questions do you have about Joseph? So here's Joseph. What questions do you have about him? Write down a question or 2 on your worksheet for number 2. Pause the video. All right, let's keep going. This section heading is called an important decision. So that tells me that this page, this next section we read is going to be about an important decision. Every Maasai family has to send one child to school. So Joseph's father sent one of Joseph's brothers, but his brother didn't like school. He hid in a hyena hole and didn't go to class. Joseph wanted to go to school. He volunteered to go instead of his brother. When Joseph was older, he went to schools in faraway parts of the country. One school was 600 miles away. Okay, before you move on, get your paper ready. Here we go. We're going to answer 2 questions. Number 3 on your page says, clarify. Find sentences that tell you that Joseph wanted to go to school and his brother did not. So this is where you're going to pause the video, and on your paper on number 3, I gave you a hint, and in parentheses I wrote, this is where you write. On page 58, it says, and you're going to write that down, right? So get your paper out. On page 58, it says, and then you're going to find a sentence over here that tells me how you know that his brother did not want to go to school. And I'll even give you a hint. On page 59 is where you will find a sentence that tells you that Joseph did want to go to school. So pause the video and answer number 3. Okay, number 4 is point of view on your paper. Does the author tell the story or does Joseph? How do you know? So there's 2 questions you have to answer. Does the author tell the story? So remember back here we talked about it. It's a biography. Is the author telling the story or is Joseph telling the story? And then how do you know? Look back here. What kind of words help you to know who's telling the story? Pause the video and answer number 4. All right, here we go. A challenge. Keeping Joseph in school was difficult or a challenge, right? His family sold a lot of their cattle to pay his school fees. Joseph was also far from home. He couldn't always help his family care for their cattle. A way to help others. So this is going to tell us about a way to help others. So something in here is going to be how something was improved, right? When Joseph grew up, he became a teacher. He helped build schools in Maasai communities. He also helped create scholarships. Joseph's work has made a difference. Now it is a little easier for Maasai children to go to school. The more children we can educate, the fewer problems we'll have in Africa, Joseph says. So you have 2 more questions that you need to answer. They're on the back of your worksheet. Question number 5 says, make comparisons. So what was Joseph's life like before he went to school? So think about that. What was his life like before he went to school? Then how did it change after after he went to school. You're going to fill out that graphic organizer on your paper. So what was his life like before he went to school? What was his life like after he went to school? Or while he was in school? Pause the video, answer question number 5. Okay, your last question is about details. We have to pay attention to details when we're reading. How has Joseph helped to improve his community? And improve is highlighted because that is one of our vocabulary words. How did he help to improve his community? Pause the video, answer question number 6, and then you are done.